Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. And it is time for your Leeds versus Watford preview. It's must-win time. It's must-win time for Leeds United. And I'm sticking my neck out and saying with my chest right now that we will win. We will win. We will get our first, win at home at Elland Road in the league this season, and it'll come just before the international break, because I can't even begin to think about us losing this game and going into an international break like 10 days of just down and fear and relegation chat. It's not entering into my headspace. We are going to win at the weekend. Leeds have never failed to win in their first 7 games of a league season in our 102-year history, guys. We've never failed to win in our first 7 games. That's enough for me to say, right, this is it now. We ain't about to break records under Bielsa for worse winning runs or anything like that. This is not what this team does. And I think, personally, we'll have too much for Watford. Of course, they've got some key players. Your man on the graphic here, Ismail Assar, Emmanuel Dennis, who they brought in from Club Bruges, a few others. Sissoko just brought in from Spurs. Cleverly, if you can call him that. Danny Rose has come in as well. Listen, I don't know an awful boatload about Watford, and I don't want to, do them a disservice. But I just think Leeds United, I was positive after West Ham. I know a lot of people weren't. I took the positives from it. Another huge positive coming out of Bielsa's press conference is, of course, the fact that Rafinha's fit. I was worried, I'm not going to lie, especially with the international break just around the corner. I was thinking Rafinha has to come off. Is he, not that I would ever question his professionalism, but did he have that in the back of the mind? And you couldn't blame the lad, it's Brazil, it's his first international call-up, but he's fit, ready, raring to go. That's huge. And Diego Llorente as well, guys. Diego Llorente is fit, and he'll come straight in at centre-back. And I want that as well, because I'm a massive fan of Llorente. And that should really, as a Watford fan, if you're a Watford fan, trust me, Llorente being in that back line is huge for Leeds United. And of course, Rafinha, everything goes through Rafinha currently. But that's not a bad thing. I see a lot of fans saying, oh, he's key to everything we do. And I don't see that as being such a bad thing, because Sar's key for everything Watford do. Kane's was key for everything Spurs do. You have these players, you have these match winners. Of course, you want more in your side, but as it currently stands, Rafinha is our match winner. And I'm just buzzing that he's fit for this game, and so is Diego Llorente. Of course, Pascal Struijk will be available as well. To be honest, I don't know if Pascal Struijk plays, though. You guys might disagree with me, but I'm going to run through my lineup now. Of course, we're missing Bamford as well. He's going to be a few more weeks to resolve this issue that he has. Disappointed for him because, of course, he'll miss England as well. But listen, I was quite infused with Rodrigo's performance against West Ham. I thought he played well, especially when he was dropping into midfield. He was better dropping into midfield as a 9 than he has been as a 10 or as a high 8, if you want. I was more impressed with him doing that. He was getting balls fizzed into him. He was, flicking them around the corner into a Rafinha. And I look at Watford's midfield, and if I'm being honest, I don't see them being able to compete with that. West Ham, if you compare it with West Ham, if we play anywhere similar to that, Watford don't have the players at the disposal like a West Ham do. They don't have a Rice, they don't have a Souček, they don't have a Benrahma, Fornells, etc. So I just think we'll have a little bit too much for Watford and the players that they have. Of course, Watford have some positive results. They beat Norwich, they got a point against Newcastle. They're not a bad side by any stretch of the imagination. I just think we'll have too much for them. Just some more injury updates as well. Ayling has a problem in his knee. He's going to have to go for surgery. Robin Koch's out, still an injury with his pubis. And we know, of course, Adam Forshaw's done. He's done out here. If he was a racehorse, here's what it is. I'm sorry. I love Adam Forshaw, and I wish he would get back to full fitness, but I just don't think it's going to happen. His contract's out in the summer, I think, and he'll probably move on. But Rafinha and Diego Llorente are available, which is huge. I think for Leeds United, I think we will go with a 4-1-4-1. I think Watford will adopt a 4-2-3-1. I think Joshua King at the top, Sarr on one side, Dennis on the other. I assume Sissoko and Cleverley. Not quite sure who will play in the 10 for them. I know Atibo's out. I think Cathcart plays at the back. So when I go through their side, Sarr and Dennis are the main ones for me that we need to be concerned about, mainly Ismaila Sarr. I'm surprised he's still there, if I'm being honest, but he's someone a little bit like Alan Saint-Maximin caused Leeds United problems. He could do that as well, especially when it comes to the man-marking system, and Junior Firpo will have his work cut out for sure. And hopefully, Junior Firpo, if he is going to follow Sarr around the pitch, he's also aware of the gaps he's leaving him behind, because he was out of position a few times against West Ham. And that's going to come with time and getting used to the system. And remember that Firpo hasn't played a lot of football in the last 2 years, whilst at Barcelona. So we need to remember that as well. But from a Leeds United perspective, Meslier will play in goal for me. I think let's not put Dallas at right back. Let's leave Jamie Shackleton there. Thought he was great last time out, and we'll continue to see more from him. And it's a real opportunity for him to stake a claim as a right back. I know a lot of us want to see him as a midfielder, but Bielsa doesn't see that. Bielsa doesn't see him as a midfielder. Maybe it's the physicality that's needed in there. We've seen him get brushed aside a little bit by Antonio, and he's never going to be a huge player, is he, Jamie Shack? I think he's done. He's growing. He's just one of them small, slight professionals. And I think as a right back, that's where Bielsa sees him, whether you agree or disagree. So I think play him at right back. I think at centre back, guys, Liam Cooper will start, and I think he'll start alongside Diego Llorente. I did say after West Ham, get Struijk, get Creswell in there. They're our mainstay, but having time to digest and think about it, Diego Llorente has to come in. He'll play on the right side, and I think Liam Cooper will go in at the left side. I think Pascal and Creswell will have to, sit on the bench. You guys might disagree with me, but I just don't see Bielsa ready yet to drop Liam Cooper. I know there's a lot of people out there that would rather see Pascal play on the left-hand side of defence. I just don't think we'll see it yet. If we do, then the phasing out of Cooper has begun, but we're yet to see it yet. We're yet to see it yet. Whether you agree or disagree with it, and I know a lot of you will disagree, if he doesn't start Cooper, I'll say, okay, yeah, the phasing out's happening. But I think for this game, you'll have Cooper and Llorente at the heart of defence. If Llorente is, match sharpness, match fitness, but if he's available, get him in there for me for sure. Junior Firpo left back, of course, Calvin Phillips in the CDM. There's been a lot of talk this week about him going to across the Pennines to Manchester United, but Kev Sharp and Bielsa spoke about it. He's never going to Manchester United, so don't be worried about that, guys. He'll play in the DM. I think we'll go with the same midfield. I think Dallas and Click. Dallas was a little bit poor. I thought Click was okay last time out. He waned a bit, though. That's a mad thing about Leeds United. Our stamina seems to reverse. I don't know. We're normally used to going to the nth degree, to the 99th minute if you want, but that doesn't seem to be the case of late. But I think maybe West Ham's quality told in the end. I'm not expecting the same from Watford. I know I'm doing them a disservice. It's just where my head's at, and I'll only speak where my head's at. So I think in midfield, we will go with Click and Dallas. I think off the left, guys, this is up for contention. It'll either be Jack Harrison and Dan James, and I'm going to stick my neck out and say he's going to go with Jack Harrison. Dan James is still adjusting, and I think he's a key player that we could have to maybe bring off the bench if indeed we needed to. But he's still adjusting. So if Harrison's available, maybe Harrison goes in at left. Of course, Rafinha on the right and Rodrigo up top. And that for me is a good lineup. Leeds United starting to get back to full fitness. If we get a win, and I do believe we will beat Watford, we can go into the international break, get these players back fit and fighting fit. And then when we come back and we have Wolves, we have Southampton, we have Norwich, not in that order, they're very winnable games. And Leeds United's season has a totally different look to it. Now, don't get me wrong. If we lose this game, then it's not good. It's not good. And maybe it's still too early for me. I've said 10 games. And that's because we had to play Watford, Norwich, Wolves, Southampton. They're winnable for me. They're very winnable. I know a lot of people didn't think so with West Ham, and I was one of them as well. I was really surprised with the performance, and it shows me that maybe we can get something this. Not maybe, we will get something this weekend. I am that about. And look, we're yet to keep a clean sheet this season, but I think we keep a clean sheet as well this weekend. I'm going to say it with my chest. I've said it on before the whistle blows. I'm going Leeds United 3-0. 3-0 in this game. We beat Watford at home, put them to the sword. Leeds United back into the international break, more players fit, and we come back and we start to get wins on the board on a more regular basis. I know a lot of you won't agree with me, but it starts this weekend. Of course, I am concerned about the likes of Sarr. I am concerned about Dennis. But I think over the course of 90 minutes, we will control this game. You know, Watford will look to play on the counter, I'm assuming. They will let us have a lot of the ball. They were dominated by Newcastle. Yeah? I know they got a point in that, but no one should be getting dominated by Newcastle. And I just think we'll have too much for Watford. So, yeah, I'm saying it with my chest. I'm going 3-0 Leeds United. We win the game. We get back, or not get back, we start to get to winning ways. And then we go into the international break, get everyone back, and then we go again. If we, like I said, listen, we can't lose. It's a must not lose. We've never not won any of our, 7 opening fixtures since in the inception of Leeds United, and we're not about to start this season. So wins on the board. Leeds United 3, Watford 0. Enjoy the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash a like on it, share, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you at Elland Road if you are about. And of course, after the game, make sure you check out my post-match as well, when of course we put Watford to the sword and everything's gravy and everyone's happy. And thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.